Hey guys, Eric here with Phys-Ed. Today we are sitting down with Jean-Claude Chacon Saucy, henceforth known as JC. Did I get that right?
JC works. They
Right?
can't even get that right on Starbucks. They put my name down as Jason. I'm like, it's
As
two
Jason.
letters.
Yeah, my wife goes down as
JC,
Dennis.
2 letters. I don't even try with Jean-Claude. I'm like, if they can't get JC right, why would I even try Jean-Claude?
It sounds better though. It's got a nice, it's got an interesting flair.
It does sound
As
better.
does he have an interesting background. What's your background? Where are you from? Where do you hail from?
Oh, this is long. Ready?
Yep.
I was originally born in Costa Rica back in 1989, November 26th.
Wow, man, that's
So
old.
I did hit the 80s for like 34 days, something like that.
I love the 80s.
So don't judge, but I was born in Costa Rica. My mom is American, born in Sharon, Connecticut. My father is Costa Rican, and my father was a diplomat for Costa Rica, so we moved around a lot and went to Europe. So I lived in Vienna for 2 years. Basically the first 2 years of my life I was in Vienna, Austria, then France for 2 years, and then I went back to Costa Rica. I lived there on and off, went to my grandma's in Italy for a while, and I went back to Costa Rica until pretty much high school. And then I graduated high school. I went to Springfield, Mass for a year.
Yeah, I went to Springfield, Mass for not even a year. Yeah, buddy.
Springfield Pride.
Between the two of us, we have almost 2 years at Springfield.
Lakeside. I stayed in Lakeside.
Yeah, I was Gulick.
So I was only there for a year. It was so much fun. That was great. So then my mom married a Canadian, and I went up to Canada, Montreal. And I was up there for almost 3 years. And then I came back to the States, like literally the perfect time. When
Right in for an interview.
Literally was probably still jet lagged, and I met with Valerie, and I didn't know you were in the building. I just met Val.
It was a personal training studio, so there wasn't that much.
Tiny building. I was nervous, and then I just got interviewed by Valerie, and I remember.
Really? I thought I was there. Didn't you come up with a big truck?
Yeah, my uncle's truck. That was the F-150.
And he had a suit that was way too big?
Yeah, you probably.
I was there.
Yeah, it was probably my uncle's
Yeah.
suit that I
was too busy training people, because at the time I was a personal trainer.
Yep. So
Which you are now.
I am now.
Because apparently you passed the intervw.
Apparently I did. I don't know how.
You've been with us since, when did we open? 2008?
2010.
2010?
April,
Yeah, 2010.
December 17th, 2010.
2010.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
I think we opened.
It was good. It was good. It was a whirlwind of
fun.
opening.
It was fun.
So you are a personal trainer.
Yep.
You are a
Certified yoga instructor.
certified yoga instructor. Teaches our yoga for grunts at 5:45 a.m. on Tuesdays.
Every Tuesday morning.
And it's packed.
It's fun. You know, you're
It's
done.
packed.
It's 45 minutes. You're done by 6:30. You don't have to think about it anymore. 6:30, you go on and do whatever you got to do
back
the
to
rest
bed.
of the day. You can go back to bed if you have to. Yeah, and then at least you got one class down to the day, and then you feel accomplished.
Done.
And then that's it. I'm also AFRA certified Group X. I'm also a fitness nutrition specialist. I'm also a senior fitness specialist, and I think that's it.
And what else?
That's it. Well, and I'm ninja. I'm also a ninja coach.
He's a ninja.
So ninja
Which is
coach.
really cool, because
Yeah.
I don't even see him right now. He's blending in perfectly.
If I take this shirt, I blend in with the back of the red mat.
Where'd he go? So you've been doing personal training here, teaching classes here. When did you start doing the ninja stuff?
About 3 or 4 years ago now. It's hard for me to really sum up the time because I've been injured, so I was out for almost a year. But I think I started in about 2016, end of 2015, I believe. And then I sustained a couple injuries, but I was on and off.
Yeah, the injured ninja.
The end of 2015, I think it was Thanksgiving week of 2015, where I was invited to go down to a event down in Fairfield, and I just was super nervous about it. Maria, who's a member here at Phys-Ed, she actually messaged me through Facebook, and she had found out, maybe through Joe Morosky, I think, that there was a competition down in Fairfield, and she said, JC, have you seen this show called American Ninja Warrior? And I don't even have cable, so I don't even watch TV really. At this point, I really did not know what it was. I had to YouTube it to figure out what it was.
Good old YouTube.
Good old YouTube.
I love
anything
YouTube.
on YouTube.
I know.
Except for exercises, you have to consult with your trainer.
That's why we're starting this YouTube
This is the
channel.
thing, right? Because you don't know, some of the stuff out there is kind of crazy, so you have to make sure you're doing it safely. This was not one of them. This was just a basic YouTube promo for the show, and I said, ooh, this is kind of cool. and I had heard about somebody in the local, Joe Morosky, who was part of the show, and I just signed up for it, went down, checked it out. It was just a training session. I was not competing. There was a competition at the end, but I did not want to compete, and I did have fun with it. And then I signed up for the next comp after that, which was a few weeks after, and then probably the injuries started coming in.
The rest is history.
I
think I just broke my back.
Broke my back, ruptured my bicep. I don't think things come in thirds, because I think I'm done with that. I think that's it. I'm starting a new thing. Everything in seconds.
We'll take everything in seconds.
That's it.
It's like a Thanksgiving meal.
That's it.
Seconds are done.
That's it.
Yeah.
Why go for thirds if you can get big first, big injury first, a big injury second, and then you spare the third one.
And you broke your back doing what? Not that it was on this property.
Well, it was my fault. It was just I jumped off of something. I placed the mats where I thought was going to be a proper landing, and I ended up just like completely landing somewhere else.
Didn't you like land right between the two mats?
Yeah, exactly.
And I pulled in with my family right after that, and he got up and he was like white as a ghost, and he's like, I did a flip thing and I kind of came down, and I'm like, you did what, where? And I'm like, woo.
Yep, that was a Sunday, I remember.
Yeah.
Sunday, I was not supposed to be here even. And then I went home, I drove home that day.
I'm not even supposed to be here.
Nope. And I went home, I laid on the couch with my feet up. My mom was at my house, and I remember them looking at my face, straight in my eyes, and I remember them feeling my pain. Like they knew that something was wrong. I didn't know until 2 days later what actually had happened.
Yeah.
So I actually came to work Monday, and I was setting up for Tabata, 5:30 p.m. Monday night, and I sneezed, and I almost dropped to my knees. It was the worst thing.
It's the ultimate way to realize I broke my back.
In 6 months, I call it PTSD, like post-traumatic sneeze disorder. I literally only
trademark.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
I only literally sneezed twice in 6 months because I was traumatized. That one time, setting up for Tabata, I almost dropped to my knees. Nobody was there, fortunately. So
you still taught the class?
I taught it, yeah.
With a broken back?
With a broken back. I didn't get x-rayed till Tuesday. I didn't do yoga for grunts that morning because I knew I couldn't do yoga. But I did instruct Tabata. I didn't do anything. And then Tuesday morning I went to Geddes. I got an x-ray.
Yeah, my boy.
Ted Geddes. So I'm like, did a couple tests, like lean forward, lean back, and I was like, ugh. And then he said, all right, we might have to get an x-ray. So we got an x-ray done, and he pulls out this laminated x-ray.
Crap. Hey.
And he's like, yeah, you see this little crack on the body of the vertebra? He's like, yeah, it's not supposed to be there. So I'm like,
So you broke your back.
Yep.
You tore your bicep tendon.
Oh yeah, but the best part is, so I broke my back. Wasn't terrible. I was lucky. I didn't have to get surgery. It was no misplacement. It was just the body of the vertebra. So it was just a compression fracture. So I couldn't lift anything. I couldn't really do much for months, but nothing more than that.
Safety first. Safety first.
The doctors did say that because of my strong core, I did not end up in a wheelchair. If I would have called 911, and I was on the floor, they would have treated me as trauma. Yeah. So I talked to a couple nurses later, and they were like, "This is serious." So I was very lucky because of that, core background. So that helped me a lot. So I'm very thankful for that. The funny thing, I guess not so funny thing, but
in hindsight, it's hilarious.
So now fast forward maybe 3 or 4 months, and I'm down in Fairfield again training, and James McGrath had set up, or Louis Moser really, but they had the rumble roller that you have to hold on to and you roll downhill. And some statistic came out somewhere that said like you're literally like sustaining like 4 to 6 G's of force when you're rolling this thing. And I did it, and I came off it, and I just felt like something weird, like I pulled something, And we pull stuff all the time, right?
And then you sneezed.
And then, no, I didn't.
Trying.
So I felt something weird, and I didn't think much of it. It was I think it was Saturday night that I trained, and then I went back Tuesday to train. I went to Drew's in Hamden. And I was just, kind of stretching it up against the wall. I knew something was wrong, but I was trying to ignore it.
Yep.
So, I learned my lesson. Now I listen to my body more.
Safety first.
Safety first.
Listen to your body.
Listen to your body. Rule number 3, don't die.
It's a good rule.
Because once you die, you lose a big part of your life.
Yeah.
You can't come back.
And other people's lives.
In other people's lives.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, Very
Wow, that just got real somber. Let's scratch
Deep
out rule
talks.
number 3.
Anyways,
that's just understood.
Back to the fun part, back to the injuries.
Yeah.
So I felt something weird. I was just stretching, and then I was just doing some jumping stuff, and it literally, you ever taken a celery stick and like split it? And like that's what my bicep did, and that's what it sounded like. It didn't, I mean, it hurt. It hurt more later, you know. But it was, that was not a fun ride back home. So I think I texted Valerie. It's like, I think I messed up my arm. I had to find subs.
I can't teach Tabata or yoga.
Yeah, so it was this Tuesday night, and Wednesday, you know, for Wednesday morning, I was already looking for subs and stuff, and then I had a client who had surgery for bicep rupture before. He had that done before. He calls me. He found out somehow that I was injured, and he's like, "Make sure you get surgery like right away." So, and that's one of the best advices I've gotten.
Yep.
So he made me, or helped me make a decision. I called Yagobian, and within a week I was under the knife.
Done.
And took, you know, months to recover and all that, but that's it.
But here you are now.
I got them all out of the way. That's it. Onward and forward.
Done.
That's it.
So that's good. So you were able to prevail.
Yep.
Even though you were injured.
Yep. It was hard. You know, it was not easy. You know, being injured is not easy. So you have to stay positive. You have to stay on top of the training. You know, that was the hardest thing, is to, you know, I'm lucky I do this for a living. I'm here like every day. So I tell people to, you know, make sure you stay positive, make sure that you stay in training. So what kept me going was saying the same thing to myself. I was like, all right, I still have 2 legs, you know, I still have another arm.
Yeah.
You know, I still have.
You can still work the rest of your body, because we literally have people that sprain their ankles and they take off 2 months to heal, which is the last thing you want to do.
No,
you got to get that blood flowing through there. You have to keep mobility in there as much as you can. You got to get that strength back.
You got to keep moving.
So those are big things that you get from your training background.
Yep.
Plus you're very goal oriented, so it's a temporary setback. So you were able to get through that.
Yep. And you gotta be gentle. You gotta listen to your body too, right? That's what rule number 2.
Rule number 2: listen to the body.
Listen to your body. So you can't, like, you know, go all out all the time. You can't break records every day, right? When you work out.
No, you can't. I mean, you can, but you're gonna hit rule number 3 much faster.
Yeah. So you want to try to extend rule number 3 as far as you can.
Right.
But you know, every day that you're doing, in my mind, as long as I was doing something, I was at least not taking a step back.
Yeah.
So if I could at least move around and stay physically and mentally productive, then I felt like I was getting somewhere.
Yeah.
And it took a year. It took me a year, you know, but that year was over and now I'm better. So I'm just thankful for that.
That's awesome.
Sure.
What does the future hold for you?
I don't know. I love what I do, first off.
You gotta love what you do.
I love what I do. Early on.
Don't do it. Rule number 4. Don't do it unless you love doing it.
I love what I do. I mean, this is like, this is where I am, like every day.
Right?
Except Sundays. I don't come here Sundays because I usually get hurt.
Apparently, you usually get hurt on Sundays.
That's right.
So let's not.
So I vowed not to, you know, work on any of this crazy stuff on Sundays. Early on, I knew I didn't want to be behind a desk for 8 hours, right?
That's right.
So I didn't want to do this all the time.
It's bad for posture.
Bad for posture. It's terrible.
Elbows, right?
Terrible. Neck.
That's horrible. I gotta sit straight up because
Sternocleidomastoid.
I know. I gotta not.
Oh, by the way, everybody wondering about the scar is my dog. See my?
That's what they all say.
My puppy's vicious. That's what
I don't
they
see
all
one
say.
over there.
Yeah, my dog.
You know what? I'm gonna make it more prominent.
My dog messed me up. He's tiny little vicious, tiny little thing. Nah, he's cute. He's good.
Rule number 5.
Right. Don't mess
Stay
with
with
your
cats.
dog. No,
And where are we going with the ninja thing? We got any big plans with that?
Always something going on. You know, there's always more stuff to make. Always more fun stuff. We're running programs for 8 to 12-year-old kids. The show is getting ready to film American Ninja Warrior Season 2, 9 to 14-year-olds. So that is opening the door for a lot of young kids who will watch it on TV. The show American Ninja Warrior is expanding. It's huge. I mean, now it's all over the world.
Yeah.
So we started here at Phys-Ed. We started the program a couple years ago now. Way before Ninja Warrior NBC was letting kids compete.
Yeah.
So it's always, you know, now kids are going to be able to watch the show and they could technically take it as far as they want. I mean, now the applications are ongoing right now, and then they can submit a video, we have a lot of talent in this area as well. We have kids that take our classes already who could totally do it. You know, and
it's pretty amazing.
It's fun. It's different. It's different
when they have their wherewithal to actually participate.
Yeah,
they pick it up pretty darn quick.
It's like a playground, you know. And as we know, we want the kids to be active, right? Anything that
got to keep
not too much of this, right?
Some of this is okay.
Some of it is okay.
I don't get arthritis there from hitchhiking.
Right? Hitchhiking.
But you got to balance it out with
everything's balanced. So if we can keep them active, keep them busy. You know, I'm all up for that. So
that's what we're shooting for.
Yep. So we're keeping it exciting for the kids. Always going for fun obstacles, fun courses.
What about a 100-mile bike ride?
100-mile bike ride. I think I did that once.
Yeah, we did that. We crossed that one off the list.
We did that once.
It was fun.
It was great.
What was harder, 100-mile bike ride or standing in front of 10,000 people on a Ninja Warrior stage?
Well, clearly that, because I didn't get far. I finished 100 miles.
And it was raining out that day too.
It was raining. This guy almost died. I remember we were going downhill. It was coming down hard.
You couldn't see anything.
Couldn't see anything. It was actually great because it cooled us off.
It was hot that day.
It was July, the end of July, whatever, right? Usually it's the end of July. Mile 80 started raining.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And it actually felt great, but it's like dangerous, right? To the point where the brakes don't work. Brakes don't work.
It's either sunglasses with rain everywhere or dirt in your eyes.
Yeah, so you're going downhill, no brakes, can't see, speeding up, rivers of water coming down the road.
No sign posted that there's a stop sign right there.
Yeah, T stop.
There was one posted, but I didn't see it.
Well, because it's clearly raining, right? So you can't see that.
Clearly.
And it's a T stop, so there's nowhere to go, right? So there's left and right. That's it. Yeah. Or stop.
And a field.
But stop's not happening.
With some trees.
A railing. I think it was
there's a railing and some trees.
Yeah, which is not the right way to go.
No, that would have hurt.
So I remember going front, because I was the head the whole time, by the way. No, it was downhill. Remember, it was downhill.
Yeah.
No. Listen, I was sore for a while after that.
It's okay. It's 100 miles.
It was fun. It was good. But we were downhill, and all of a sudden, I'm in front, and I just see Iraq just swoosh by me.
I couldn't stop. There was nothing.
And we're hitting I can barely see what's coming up. And fortunately enough, there was one guy, I guess. We had to make a left turn. Going down this hill, we got to make a left turn. There was a guy stopping traffic. There's a car standing still. Iraq swishes by me, somehow misses that car. That it stopped, fortunately, and barely misses the guardrail, I guess, on the other side of the road.
That was an adrenaline rush.
And he kept going like nothing happened.
I felt really, really good after that.
I was like, okay.
JC, Jean-Claude Chacon Saucy, they mess it up when he's on the Ninja Show.
All the time.
Personal trainer.
Yep.
Yoga instructor. Group X instructor. 100-mile bike rider.
That's got to be there.
Ninja Warrior extraordinaire. Anything else in there? That's it.
I like torturing people for a living. Fun torture. Just
controlled torture.
Controlled torture. I love working with people, improving every day, working towards those goals, getting past injuries, getting better.
Awesome.
That's what life is. It's improving and
an inspiration to all little ninjas.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the team, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks, you, Rob.
Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can have exceptional workout videos and Ninja Warrior stuff and some neat programming and whatever else we decide to come up with. So if you want to comment down below, that'd be fantastic. If you want JC to demonstrate some exercises, that'd be perfect because we can do that now. See ya. Done.
Sweet.